The state budget now 93 days late, and now the School District of Lancaster says its future could be in jeopardy as it prepares to take out millions of dollars in loans just to stay afloat. CBS 21's Maxine Rose in Lancaster with what parents need to know and really how this could happen to other districts. So what'd you find out today, Maxine?
The School District of Lancaster says it has no plans on closing its doors, but it says that if there's no state budget by the end of this year, students will not have what they need to succeed.
When those services aren't there, parents will notice and the impact will be real.
93 days without a state budget. If it keeps up past Thanksgiving, the School District of Lancaster says it'll need to take out a $35 million loan. The district says if there's no budget by January, its fund accounts will be empty.
One payroll cycle is about $5 million, and we have 2 of those per month, so the money runs out really fast.
The district is starting to cut back on non-essential spending, like buying new books or making repairs.
Utilities are going to be an issue. I mean, the winter months, our classrooms are cold, or we may need to, shift some facilities, students from one facility to another facility.
And while the district has not yet canceled any sports tournaments or field trips, that might be in its future.
It feels like a lot of folks in this building are trying to run away from the legally binding decision of the Commonwealth Court and their obligation to actually fund our schools.
In a statement, Republican State Senator Scott Martin said, quote, "The Senate passed a budget on August 12th to ensure entities who rely on state funding, including school districts, would not see their funding interrupted during the current budget impasse. The House should do the right thing and pass our bill to get funding flowing to schools, counties, and service providers without further delay." A roughly $155 million allocation from the Pennsylvania Department of Education is expected to make up the majority of the district's 2025-2026 budget. But it says property taxes make up about 40% of its budget, a total of $90 million.
In June, our board will take up, a new budget for next year, and they'd be looking at property taxes.
I'd rather have the property taxes. Kids deserve to have everything in school they need to learn for their education.
The superintendent tells me that the school district is doing whatever it can to keep this from affecting students, but it also says it will continue to keep parents updated. Reporting in Lancaster, I'm Maxine Rose, CBS 21 News.
The School District of Lancaster says its future could be in jeopardy as it prepares to take out millions of dollars in loans just to stay afloat. It comes as the state budget is 93 days late. CBS 21's Maxine Rose in Lancaster right now with what parents need to know and how this could happen to other districts. So what'd you find out, Maxine?
Yeah, hey Candace. Well, the School District of Lancaster says it has no plans on closing its doors, but if there is no budget in the state by the end of this year, it says that students will not have what they need to succeed in the classrooms.
We are pausing on all non-essential payments that we need to make so that we have plans just in case. I mean, that's what we do. We build a budget a year in advance. And so all of the planning that we did last year, we're not able to move forward because we haven't received the $155 million that we're expecting from the state.
So the superintendent says if the state budget delay keeps up past Thanksgiving, the School District of Lancaster will need to take out a $35 million loan. The district says if there's no budget by January, though, its fund accounts will be empty. That means students will start to notice things like programs being cut, classrooms being understaffed, and buildings going into disrepair. Republican State Senator Scott Martin sent a statement to us today about this. He said, quote, "The Senate passed a budget on August 12th to ensure entities who rely on state funding, including school districts, would not see their funding interrupted during the current budget impasse. The House should do the right thing and pass our bill to get funding flowing to schools, counties, and service providers without further delay." This is
As a member of the Education Committee, we're working as hard as we can to make sure that not only do we get a budget, but get a budget that actually comes close to giving our school districts what they need and deserve.
And the superintendent also tells me today that the school board will be looking at the 2026-2027 budget in June, and at that time, they will then start to talk about property taxes. Reporting live in Lancaster, I'm Maxine Rose, CBS 21 News.